Hi guys. I don't know if you can hear me.
Hello. Hello everyone. Do I need it?
Yeah, welcome to our Math Kangaroo live solve. We are going to get started very soon. Professor Loh is going to come on and introduce us and really kick things off. But until then, we're just going to chat for a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh.
How is your day going? My day went pretty well, considering I got to sleep in and I woke up at like 9:30, which was really nice.
9:30. That's actually quite early.
Yeah.
That's very early right there.
Yeah, I can't make myself sleep beyond that, but it felt pretty refreshing. So.
Well, I think this entire snow week I've been consistently sleeping till I want to say 11 a.m.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool. I wish I could do that.
So I guess on the topic of that, how was everyone's snow week? Or maybe more snow to come.
Yeah.
Well, you can put it in chat. Yeah, school is canceled. I wish school was canceled tomorrow for me. My school is cringe, and they're forcing me to go. You have no snow?
You guys had so many days off. I only had one snow day, and it was on Monday. So.
Wait, where do you?
I'm in Massachusetts, so I would think I would get a lot of snow, but I guess it's a little bit different.
I think they just think so highly of y'all to be able to navigate a terrain. So little.
Our whole like the student parking lot was all like full of snow because all of the plows had put all the snow there, so no students could park like anywhere. It was really funny. Probably should not have gone to school, but I mean, we make it work.
Nah. School's fine.
Yash also lives in Massachusetts. Oh yeah, it's in 2 snow days. A little bit better than us. We only had one. Oh, we had one, and then we had one delay. So. Oh,
I don't
they said they don't have any snow.
No snow? This is so sad.
Yeah. Where do you live? I feel like yeah, people can, if you want to, you can start saying where you live, because that's also an interesting topic. Wait, we have.
Hi guys.
Hello, Mr.
Hi.
Oh yes. Oh wow, it's great to see you guys. Grace and Benjamin, this is good. This is going to be a good solve. I'm here because I usually say hello and introduce our Math Kangaroo guest. I want to see if our Math Kangaroo guest is here. Is there Joshna here? Let's see. Is Joshna here? Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like Joshna's here yet, but I'll say hello anyway, and if at some point Joshna does arrive, then she'll already have been introduced. Well, with that, let me just go ahead and say, welcome everyone to our channel, and welcome to our live stream. I'm not sure if this is the one that's being streamed on YouTube or if it's the other one, but regardless, we're always happy to have you. I'm Po-Shen Loh. I'm the math guy who runs around the country, I guess, thinking about what to do with everyone after AI, which is not quite math, but math is involved in thinking about that. Well, what we do here is every first Sunday of the month, we do a live solve collaboration with Math Kangaroo because they make some pretty interesting problems. Oh, we're on Facebook, guys. Is that right?
We are.
Sounds good. Oh, yes. And by the way, if you want to participate in all this chat, just send a message to chat relay. Well, let me tell you a little bit about the Math Kangaroo. They make interesting questions. In fact, they have a team which reviews questions every year, and then the entire world uses the same Math Kangaroo problem set that particular year. The people reviewing these questions care a lot about originality and about things being interesting, which means that the questions are usually interesting. let me tell you, at some point, Jachna will arrive, maybe. And if she does, then she'll say hello. But I'll let you know her background. She's a special education teacher in Colorado. She's been teaching for 17 years. She's the Math Kangaroo representative. She has a master's degree in English and special education, and she's currently in a doctoral program in special education. The Math Kangaroo Colorado chapter was founded in 2012 with her passion for math. So, yes, this is February. If Jachna shows up, I'll ask Benjamin and Grace, please do pop her up on the screen just to say hello. But because she's not here yet, we'll just go right ahead. And I want to say the rest of this live solve is going to be run by Benjamin and Grace, who are awesome. They are instructors in our live program, which is why they look cooler than I do. But with that, I'll toss it over to them. Benjamin and Grace, you guys can take it from here.
All right, thank you for that, Professor Loh. I don't know when she's actually gonna get here. Grace, do you know? I don't think either of us do know.
Well, I guess we'll just Isaac can jump in, and then whenever she comes on, we will just pause for a brief moment to introduce her. But I think
Yes. I think what we should do first, though, is introduce ourselves. You only know us really by our names and maybe Grace's location, not mine.
Yeah.
I am in Tennessee, by the way. So, I'll start with introducing Grace first here. So, she is a 3 times Amy qualifier. That's a little bit more than me. And she serves as president of both the math team and science team at Natick High School. She also co-captains the girls' varsity tennis team and places second in 2025 and third in 2024 at the Massachusetts High School's Girls Tennis Singles Championship. That's quite an accomplishment right there. In her free time, she enjoys reading, listening to music, and singing karaoke. Everyone give a warm welcome to Grace.
Hi everyone. So happy to be here, and thanks for the great warm welcome. And my co-instructor is Benjamin. Benjamin is a senior from Tennessee who has a passion for both learning and teaching mathematics. He is a 2-time Amy qualifier, a 2025 USAMO participant, and a USA MTS perfect scorer. He also helps coach his school's math counts team. And outside of math, he really likes to do programming, play the piano, he likes billiards, and he also likes video games. So everyone say hi.
Hello, everyone. Wait, did I misspell solve? Hold up. Oh, I spelled the solve. It's okay. It's fine, guys. Guys, this is why I do math. I can't English. This is why I do math here, guys. Have I played Zelda? I will not make any comments on the video games I play right now. So, well, we're all here to do math, so let's do some of the math, all right? Grace, would you like to start us off?
Yes, so our first question is on the screen. It's from the 2018 Math Kangaroo exam. And the question is, by the way, while we're going through the question, you guys are always feel free to put any thoughts that you have in the chat, and we might build off of your ideas. So you can answer any questions you have. So you can put anything you'd like in the chat while we're going through the problems. Okay, so the first question is, on Monday, Alexandra emails a picture to 5 of her friends. For several days, everybody who receives the picture emails it the next day to 2 friends who haven't received the picture yet. On which day does the number of people who have received the picture become greater than 100? And how Math Kangaroo works is that there are 5 choices that we can choose from. So here we go. So I think we already have some answers in the chat. That's crazy. Okay.
Oh.
So
A few differing answers, though.
yeah. Benjamin, where do you think we should start?
Emails it the next day to 2 friends who haven't received the picture yet. So I think we should just go about it like, day by day. Or that's what I would start with. So on the very first day, which is our Monday here, Alexandra emails a picture to 5 of her friends. Oh, that's not me. Then On the day afterwards, every person who gets a picture emails it to two more people afterwards. So, let's say on Monday, we have 5. On Tuesday, we're going to have 10 new people, because 5 times 2 is 10. I can do math, guys, trust. On Wednesday, we're going to double this quantity yet again to be 20, and then so on and so forth, like so. So the question is, when we add all of these numbers up together, when does this become greater than 100? I'm going to simplify that. So when we represent it as such, we can do 5 times 1 plus 2 plus 2 squared plus so on and so forth, all the way up to some number, I guess. Let's say some 2 to the n for n days, so starting from Monday and going downwards. And then we would like to figure out when this becomes greater than or equal to 100. And so, I can see we can divide both sides by 5. So this goes to 20 instead. And then, that's a couple powers of 2 right there. I think that's too many powers of 2 for me. Grace, what do you think we should do here?
Yeah, so, let's see. I think that we have some answers in the chat of people kind of just like going through the days, right? And I think that there might be something kind of algebraically fun we can do here, or we could probably just look at it and be like, how many powers of 2 do we have to add up to get to 20? And it seems like if we have 1 plus 2, we know that's 3, so that's not up to 20 yet. Then we add on 2 squared, which is 4, and then we get to 7. That's still not 20 yet. We add another 2 to the 3, which is 8, so we get up to 15. So 1 plus 2 plus 2 squared plus 2 to the 3, all of that up to 2 to the third is going to be 15. And then we're going to need another power of 2 to reach something that's either greater than or equal to 20. So we actually need to add all the way up to 2 to the 4. And a cool kind of pattern here is that for the powers of 2, rotate to the 4. For the powers of 2, there's a cool kind of pattern, which is the sum of the powers of 2 up to 2 to the 4 is going to be 2 to the 5 minus 1. So the sum of all of these together is going to be 32 minus 1, or 31. And the sum up to 2 to the 3 is 2 to the 4 minus 1, which is 15, which we know isn't big enough yet. So we're going to need to go up to 2 to the 4. And I realize all of this is not on the screen. Okay, great.
Alright. So, where do we go from here? We know that we have to go up to, from day 1, day 2, all the way up to day 5 to make it so that at least 100 people get our picture. So, let's just go through the days. Day 0 is a Monday, which will correspond to this first power right here. Day 1 is a Tuesday, which will correspond to this power of 2 right here, and then so on and so forth. So, day 0 is Monday, day 1 is Tuesday, and then, so day 4, if I can do arithmetic correctly, should correspond to a Friday. Wait. Everyone's saying Saturday. Hold up. A lot of people are saying Saturday.
Interesting.
Hold up, guys. Can I count? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is a number. It should be Friday, I think.
Yeah, I think because Monday is just the 5 friends who Alexandra sends to them at first, and then on Tuesday 10 more people, on Wednesday 20 more people. If we just like went through it, on Thursday there would be 40 more people, on Friday there would be 80 more people.
80 more people.
But if we just added up 5, 10, 20, and 60 and 40, that would only get us up to 75. And then we need those 80 more people to get over 100. So I think it would be Friday. Okay, let's see if the chat. Some people. Oh, I see Eugenia said something interesting. Eugenia said that the first 5 people will resend the picture every day.
Interesting.
I think, yeah. I feel like the question is worded. It's just like where it's important to read the question carefully. This is like something that I'm always like looking out for. I think that in this particular question, it says that everyone who receives the picture emails it the next day. I don't know.
I feel like that's only counting like the people that haven't initially sent the picture, right?
Yeah.
Like after the first 5 people each send it to their 2 friends, my interpretation is like those 5 people don't send any more pictures.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I feel like it's a little bit ambiguous, but I think perhaps that is how it is going.
No, but like, you know what would be a surefire way to check if we're right? We could just go to the answer key or the next slide.
Yeah.
So, is it Friday, guys? Chat, what do we think here? Do we think it's C or do some of y'all still think it's D?
Yeah, so
Alright, we're still slightly mixed, but we are in favor of C. Check it yourself, don't be late. Bro, okay, we already tried. I tried my best, alright? Alright, so what is the answer?
Drum roll.
The answer, it did not load. Hold up. All right, guys. I think Rat Chile is cooking me right now.
Yeah, I guess.
Hold up, guys. They don't want me to see the answer really quickly. Hold up, guys. We're gonna do a little refresh. Oh, that's right, guys. It's C. It's Friday, guys.
Yay. Okay, mine is.
Yeah. So for all of you people that's saying D, you may have been wrong, but that's okay. I've been wrong plenty of times beforehand. Am I a streamer? No, I don't stream. I only have this because I have all this equipment because I feel like it.
Yeah, we stream math.
Yes, I stream math. I don't stream anything else. It's too much effort. All right, so
Anna offered some cheese to Rat Chile. So with that, I think we're safe and we can move on to the next question.
Yes. All right. So our second question of the night. Big numbers.
Wow, we got a lot of letters here. Interesting. Okay, so our next question is about John, and John is doing a calculation using the 4 digits that are represented in this addition by A, B, C, and D. And the question is, which digit is represented by B, which is here in the middle? Wow. Benjamin, someone knows who you are.
I cannot hide from the authorities much longer. What do you mean by that? What do you know? What do you know? I don't know I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, back to math. The one thing that I do know that I don't break the laws with. So what does chat think we should do here? Cause to be honest, I prefer my number. I honestly prefer my numbers, but it's okay. So some people are saying A, trial and error. Represented algebraically. Personally, I don't like guess and check because I find that to be very boring. So how about let's represent it a little bit more algebraically. Trial and error works. No, I say no. Alright, so let's represent this. So we have 100A plus 10B plus C plus 100C plus another 10B plus A will be equal to 1111 times D, where A, B, C, D are digits. So let's think. So when we have this A plus C here, actually, we don't need to do this algebraically, I just realized. So when we have this A plus C here, what is the largest number that this A plus C can become? What do we think, chat? What do we think? What is the largest number here?
Because we have to remember that A, B, C, and D, they can only be digits from 0 to 9. We can't have like 15 here or something because they just represent individual digits.
Yeah.
So what is the largest value that two single-digit numbers could result in?
And I think I saw one. I think I saw Anjali say it. A plus C, the maximum value of that, can only be 18. Meaning, now, what does this imply for us? Well, because it's 18, and we can check that this B plus B here can't really carry over a 2 to this place value, we can see that our D here can only possibly be equal to 1. So, this means that this, we can just slash this D off here. And so we now have A plus C, and whatever, all this crap will equal 1, 1, 1, 1. Alright, now what?
So now we have kind of an interesting kind of problem, and I see that Winston is onto something. So Winston is saying that A plus C here is DD, and then here A plus C also ends with a D. So I think maybe that might be important. And so if we see here A plus C added together, maybe something carried over from here, but we don't really know yet. But A plus C plus whatever carried over from the B plus B here will end up giving us 11. And then we also see that A plus C here also ends with 1. And if we think about it, the only way that A plus C could end with 1 would be either if A plus C equals 0, 1, or if A plus C equals 11. And I feel like A plus C can't be equal to 0, 1 over here and then 11 over here. So I feel like A plus C must be 11. If that makes sense.
I think so as well, honestly. To be able to get this 1 here and to have this 1 here. So A plus C must equal 11. Now, you might be like, oh, A equals 5, C equals 6. Not necessarily. We don't need to do that here, actually. So, with this funny equation right here, after simplification, we can actually just plug in our value of A plus C into here. And what do we have on both sides? 101 times 11 equals 101 times 11. And then there's like this random 20b term here. So, when we cut off 101 times this from both sides, we immediately get, let's see if I can get a pen color that's readable. We're going to have that 20b will equal 0. So, what does that mean? That means B simply has to equal 0. So, and this corresponds to answer A. Ignore that line goes through my hair. And so, for a lot of people who are saying that it's A, congrats. And for those who are not saying that it's A, good job. You did your best. Did your best, and that's okay.
Okay,
and
moment of truth.
Is that the real dotted? No, okay. Moment of truth. Yay. It is A, guys. Let's go.
We're so good.
Let's go, guys.
Awesome.
All right.
So on to the next question.
The night. Hold up, this covers me.
Oh, we went from numbers to letters, and now we have pictures. Wait, this is so cool. Okay.
Alright, guys, I'm here now. Pictures. Pictures are fun.
So, I don't know if you guys, I can try to make it a little bit bigger. So essentially we have these 5 balls, A, B, C, D, and E, and they're going to weigh 30 grams, 50 grams, 50 grams, 50 grams, and 80 grams. And you don't know which one weighs what weight. And then it's asking you which ball is going to be the one that weighs 30 grams. Can you guys see the picture, or should it be bigger? Like maybe I can make it bigger.
Let me see if I can make mine bigger. I don't know if I can. That's a little. I think it'll be fine.
Okay. So,
There we go. If you want the picture, just look at Grace's screen. If for those at Facebook, you can Google the problem. I don't know. Figure it out. All right. So, shall we do here? Well, we should start just writing down equations, I think. So, what do we have? We have a balance here. We have 30, 50, 50, 50, and 80. That's a lot of numbers. That's whatever. So, this first balance beam right here, because it looks like a very cool equality, we're going to have that A plus D will simply equal to B plus C plus E. Then from this second balance beam right here, we're going to have that, because of how weights work, I almost forgot that this part right here is the lighter section. We have that A plus C will be simply less than B plus E. And similarly, with this balance right here, we're going to have that A plus B will be less than C plus D. And then we have that they're like 30, 50, 50, whatever, some weights. So, unfortunately, this seems like trial and error, which I do not like particularly.
No.
But it's whatever. It's okay. It's okay. I'll manage, hopefully.
and someone asked, what are the stars next to someone's name? And just really quick, the stars are for when you offer a good math message, our TAs will reward you with stars. So, yeah. Okay. I guess a good place to start would be, I think that these two inequalities are a little bit more like iffy, but I like this equation here, especially because it gives us the weights of the balls, and we don't really know which ball is what weight, but it gives us what each weight will be. So we kind of have to figure out what are two of these numbers that when added together could equal three of the other three numbers. Ooh, and I see that since Griti got it in the chat, so they said it has to be 50, 50, and 30, and then 50 and 80. Because if we think about it, there aren't really any other two numbers that will add up to the other three numbers. Like if we did 50, 50, and 50, and then 30 and 80, that would be like 150 and 110, so it doesn't really work. So we know that A and D, in no particular order, we don't really know which one yet, has to be 50 and 80. But we don't know which one is which. And then B, C, and E have to be 50, 50, and 30.
Well, I think we can actually figure out what A and D are here. Because, like, if we had A to be 80, then we can see that this A plus C here, this minimum value would be 110. But the issue with that is that B plus E, if A is 80, this maximum value obtainable on this side of the inequality is just 100, meaning that this can't actually hold. So, this implies that we need to have A needs to equal 50, and then that D needs to equal 80. Alright, and so we then require B, and then looking at this third inequality here, because we haven't used it yet, we need B must be less than, we know those, C plus 30. And so, yeah, we should also simplify this inequality here. 50 plus C must be less than B plus E. Well, I think from here, we can see that if B and C, if these were both to be 50, then this would actually be, this would just be false, because C would then E would have to be then 30. So, I think either B or C have to be a 30. And then either way it works, so we can just ignore this equality right here. And then we can just focus on this one. So if C were to be 50, then this would sum up to 80. So that doesn't work. So we know that C can't be 50. B has to probably be 50. E probably has to be 50 question mark. And so what does that imply here, guys? I can't think right now. What am I missing? If C isn't 50, it is 30. Wait, we had to wait a 30, I forgot. Oh yeah, we do. So C just equals 30. So what's the question asking? Which ball weighs 30 grams? I think it's actually just gonna be C right here. Question mark. What do you think, Grace?
I think so too. I think, yeah, we got there. Essentially, it's kind of just like a puzzle, and then you look at, do some trial and error, unfortunately, but yeah. And I think that was answer choice C. Yeah, that makes sense. C is answer choice C.
All right. And so, are we correct?
C.
Oh, wait, no, that's a picture. Hold up. We
Yay!
are correct.
Let's
Congrats,
that was
guys.
really good.
All right. Way to do it without trial and error. No, unfortunately. As much as I am a hater of trial and error, this is unfortunate. So, It's okay. But that's okay. Let me shift back. Let me flip back to the center. And let's move on to our next question of the night. The sum of the ages of Kate and her mother is 36. And the sum of the ages of her mother and her granny is 81. How old was her granny when Kate was born?
So, I mean, this is looking like some algebra to me. Not algebra. Okay, so... Oh, we already have answers. Interesting. Okay, so I think the first thing I would do is come up with some variables, because I think it makes it easier. So I think maybe this age is... Kate's age can be K, her mother's age can be M, and then her granny's age can be G. And that's very creative. Okay, so the sum of the ages of Kate and her mother, so that's Kate plus M is 36. And then the sum of the ages of her mother and her granny, M plus G, is 81. And then we want to know how old her granny was when Kate was born. And does anyone have any ideas how we could represent that as an equation? Because I feel like we're not just solving for like K, M, or G. We're solving for how old her granny was when Kate was born, or when Kate was 0 years old. Yes, I think Eugenia and Anjali got it. So we're trying to find G minus K. Because, I mean, if we think about it, if her grandmother was, let's say, like, if her grandmother is like 100 right now, and Kate is 50 right now, then when Kate was born, her grandmother must have been 100 minus 50, or 50. But I just made those numbers up. Okay, so what do you think we should do next?
So, how do we get to G minus K, guys? Well, if I label this as equation 1, and then I label this as equation 2, I can notice we have a G here, we have a K here, and we have like this common M right here. So, what if we subtracted two equations from each other? So if we take equation 2 minus equation 1, we get a different pen color. G, we have this plus M, but this cancels with this minus M right here. And then we're going to have a minus K. Oh, that's exactly what we wanted here. And so this will simply equal to 81 minus 36. And those are some big numbers right there. So let me pull out my handy dandy calculator. You see this? This is what we like to call pristine technology. And so let me just I think that's 45, I believe. Am I correct? Is that glasses cake? No. That's not it. All right, so I think 81 minus 36 is just 45, and so the answer should just be C, just like all the previous ones.
Yay. Wow, I'm starting to see a pattern. Okay.
That is definitely a glasses cake. No, that's a calc. What are you talking about? I think you need to.
Yeah.
I think you need to get your eyes checked.
Need glasses, yeah.
Yeah, like me. All right, so do I trust myself with this? No, I don't even trust myself, even after using my great little calculator right here. So let's check the answer key. What is the answer key verdict? It is C.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Calculator really pulled through. That was good.
No. Are the answers all C? I haven't actually checked. I don't think. I hope not. That'd be quite funny if they are. All right. So let's see if our theory holds true though on this next problem. That's a lot of shapes right there. Hold up.
Okay.
Let me make sure this is all right. Okay. So we have a bunch of shapes.
Somewhere along the way, I think. Oh yeah, this is the first question that is from the 7th and 8th grade exam. So.
Look, y'all are big boys now.
Yeah.
We've upgraded. All right. So, in which of the regular polygons below is the marked angle the largest? Well, I think a lot of you already know what it is. When everyone's spamming. A lot of y'all are saying A, which is this hexagon right here. Well, why is that the case? Well, we can see this just by what we like to call visual inspection, which is non-rigorous, but that's okay because Math Kangaroo is mainly visual. So, this triangle right here, we can see that this angle is quite small. Very small, in fact. It's not even an obtuse angle. So, it go by. Oh shoot. So we can say bye-bye to this one. Now, what about this square right here? Well, we know a square has 90 degrees on all of these, but this is just a right angle, and all of these right here seem to be slightly bigger than a right angle. So we can also say goodbye to this one. Now we're gonna do some. If you don't know how to get the angles here, we're gonna do a little testing magic here. Well, B and C, as some of you are pointing out, these are simply just the same thing. They're both regular pentagons. So, if this was the largest angle, then this would also have to be the largest angle, contradicting the fact that we can only have one correct answer choice. So both of these are also out of it. So, by process of elimination and having to do no math at all, we get that our answer should be corresponding to this hexagon right here, which I believe is answer A.
Wow, it's not C anymore.
It's not C. It's over for us.
No. Yeah, and I see someone mentioned the interior angle formula, and this is also something you can use if you're not really sure, if you can't visually inspect it. Essentially, there's like a kind of proof behind it, but basically you take the number of sides in the shape, you subtract 2, and then you multiply it by 180. That will give you the number of the total sum of all of the angles in the shape. And then if you divide by the number of angles, which is also the number of sides, then you'll get the measure of each angle. And
No more C? Yeah, this is so sad, guys. Let's hold a quick not hold a quick funeral. We may see him again later. So, let's see if we're right. Is it A, guys? Yeah,
No.
it is just A.
yay!
Yippee! You guys, it is easier than the others. Well, you can notice. You see this small number right here? That's a 2 right there.
Yeah.
2 right there. How many questions are on Math Kangaroo? I actually don't know this. I think 30.
25.
20.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Actually, I don't really remember. That was a long time ago. Wait.
I don't remember. I never did this. So, we have that the answers. A. Oh, some people are saying 25 factorial questions. That's a lot.
Wow, that's a lot of questions.
That's a couple too many for me. I think I would just quit on the spot. All right. Beyond that, let's move on to our next question, which is big words. That's a lot of big words right there. This is why I don't do English, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so big words aside, let's deal with it. I'm gonna cut out there. We don't need to see that. All right, so there are four teams. It's not a tennis tournament. 4 teams in a soccer tournament. Sorry to all my soccer fans, whatever. It's a sport. Each team plays each of the other 4 teams exactly once. In each match, the winner receives 3 points, and the loser receives no points. Aw, that's so sad. In the case of a tie, both teams receive 1 point each. After all the matches have been played, which of the following total number of points is it impossible for any team to have received? All right. Since I feel like I've been talking a little too much, Grace, what do you think we should do here?
Yeah, so I think the most important thing is to get out of all of this big text the essential question, which is we have 3 possible point values for a match that you finish, which is you can get 3 points if you win, you can get 1 point if you tie, and then you can get 0 points if you lose. And then also, that is not how you spell tie. And also, every team is going to be playing 4 matches, I think. Oh no, there are 4 teams, so every team is going to play each of the other teams once, which means every team is going to play 3 matches. So, I think this is kind of we can also kind of use our answer choices here, because I think essentially what it's going to come down to is which of these numbers is impossible to make by adding 3, 1, and 0, perhaps more than once. You can repeat, like you can win 2 matches and then tie 1 or something, but you have to have 3 of these numbers, you add them together, and then which of these numbers is impossible to get? See, a lot of people are saying E.
I'm saying E. So, let's test E, guys. All right, E. That's a quite a big number. I think we need a couple wins there to try to get there. So we have 8. We'll break this down into 3 plus 3 for now. But then we have 3 plus 3, and we need one more number, and we can only choose from 3, 1, and 0. If we win again, we're gonna get to 9, and that's a little too big. That's a little too good for them. A little too good. 1, it's a tie. That gives us 7. That's a little short of what we really want. And 0, it's even worse. That gives us a 6. Ugh, a bad number right there. So that means that we can't do 8, which is unfortunate. Unless there are 5 teams, yes, this is actually true. So, and if you want to check by yourself, whoever's saying 6, 7, please stop. All these numbers here are doable if you feel like checking yourself. And so that means that 8 should be our final answer. Sir.
So are we referring to World Cup? Maybe we are. I mean, it's a very topical question.
All right, so let's see if we're correct.
Yay!
Yeah!
Let's go! We're so good at this.
Yes. 8 factorial is
8
impossible.
Factorial is indeed impossible. That is true.
That's quite a few numbers right there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Keep in mind, this is still question 6. We have a lot harder questions coming up. And as we can see, we have a giant paint splotch right there.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, so we have a number is written in each cell of this 3x3 square. And unfortunately, the numbers are not visible anymore because they are covered in ink. However, the sum of the numbers in each row and the sum of the numbers in 2 of the columns, which are these 2 here, are all known as showed as by these arrows. So we're trying to find what is the sum of the numbers in the 3rd column with a question mark. So, let's see. Yeah. Rat Chile is anti 6-7. So.
Rat Chile is very anti 6-7.
Yeah.
50, 6, 7. Listen, if 6, 7 pops up, it pops up. But if 6, 7 doesn't pop up, bad stuff happens. Bad stuff will happen. I will find you. Alright, moving on from that. So, what can we notice here? Well, what seems constant between these rows and these columns right here? Well, we have that this row right here represents the sum of these three numbers. Oh, let me see if there's a diagram here. Oh, there is. Huge.
Yay.
Huge. All right, so we're going to use this instead. So, we can see that these three numbers covered in this like top row sum to 24. These three numbers sum to 26, and then the bottom three sum to 40. And then we have that these three numbers right here sum to 27. These three right here sum to 20, and then these three sum to some mystery number. We'll call it X for now. Oh, I turned on ruler. Whoopsies. All right. So one thing I think we can notice here is that if we just sum up all the rows, that's a sum of all 9 of these numbers here. And similarly with the columns, if we sum up all 3 of these, that'll just be the sum of all 9 numbers. Now, what could that possibly mean? Well, if they both represent the sum of all 9 of these numbers, that just means they have to equal. And no, we do not have to do trial and error here. That's for chums, as I've always said.
Yay.
So, let's represent this with a classic good old-fashioned equation here. So 24 plus 26 plus 40 will equal 27 plus 20 plus x. Now that's a lot of 2-digit numbers right here, but that's okay. Let's do some mental math here, guys. I don't need my calculator. All right, so 24 plus 26, that's 4. No, that's 50. 50 plus 40 is 90. So 90 will be equal to 47 plus x. And then we have to do subtract. I need my calculator. Hold up, this is too much for me.
Gotta get the calculator. Wow. Some people are
okay.
faster than his calculator.
Whoa, a lot of y'all are faster than me. You see,
Yeah.
I'm washed, guys. It's over. So, this means that x will simply just equal to, as a lot of you are saying, 43. And let me just go back to this. This should correspond to answer option number B. B, which is a lot of you are spamming in chat. So,
Wow.
let's see if we're right. Yes! Let's go!
Yay, let's go.
I can do math, guys.
Yes.
Alright. So, let's keep going. Because we still have a little bit of time left. So, question 19.
It's small.
More words. I don't like words. Words are too much.
Yes. A lot of reading.
I'm gonna cut this off. We don't need to see Math Kangaroo. We don't need to see that logo here. Okay. So since I'm sure a lot of y'all are getting tired of listening to me speak and go on, how about let's give Grace, would you like to do the honors?
Yeah, awesome. So we have every student in this class who swims, dances, or they do both. And then we know that 3/5 of the class swim and 3/5 dance, and then there are 5 students who both swim and dance. So we want to try to find how many students there are total in the class. So I think this is a good time for like a Venn diagram. Those are pretty cool. Okay, that was not a circle at all. That was kind of embarrassing. Okay. Oh, wait, I got a circle. Okay. Got a circle and another circle. That was awesome. Okay, we're gonna pretend those are circles. So, we have this Venn diagram, and then we know that one of the circles is going to represent people who swim, and then the other circle is people who dance. So you have swim, and then we have dance, and then the middle is going to be people who do both. And then we know 3/5 of the class are in this swim circle here. So 3/5, it's like in the whole thing. is 3/5. And then we have another 3/5 in this circle here. And if we look at this, when we add up 3/5 of the class plus another 3/5 of the class, we're actually taking this circle here, adding it to this circle, so we actually have this area of overlap in the middle that we are adding twice. So if we did, let's say the number of students in the class is like x. If we do 3/5 x plus 3/5 x, we will get 6/5 x. And the reason why this isn't equal to x is because we add this area twice. So we're going to have to subtract out this area once to get to x. So, and to get to x from 6/5 x, we know we have to subtract 1/5 x. So that means this area here is going to be 1/5 x. And I see a lot of people are putting answers in the chat. I think that, I think Preeti just said that 1/5 x equals 5. And that means that x is going to be, if we multiply both sides by 5, x is going to equal 25. So it seems like there are 25 people.
What does this correspond to? Option choice C, guys. All right, I got C's, a lot of C's. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Our amazing letter of C here. So let's see if Math Kangaroo agrees with us. Oh, that was embarrassing. Oh, yes, they do.
Go.
Yes, let's go. The return of the C's.
Yay.
All right. Moving on to our next question. It's work. It's employment, guys. It's over.
That's good.
All right, moving on from that. So, Warner's salary is 20% of his boss's salary. By what percentage should Warner's salary increase to become equal to his boss's salary? This is a very disproportional pay here, but we ignore that. So, let's see.
So I see people are saying D already.
A lot of people are saying
really
D, 400%. That's a big increase right there.
Wow.
Well, let's see. So, Warner's salary is currently, let's say it'll be 1/5 of X, where X is his boss's salary. And then we would like to add some sort of percentage increase to this. So, keep in mind that when we do a percentage increase, we need to add that to 100% here to make it an actual increase and not just multiplying by a percentage. So, it'll be 1, I'll just represent it as plus some P. We'll figure out this P later, and then we can multiply it by 100 afterwards to get our percentage. And so this just needs to simply equal, well, his boss's salary, which is simply X. All right, well, now let's go do my favorite thing, a little bit of algebra. Let's get rid of these X's because they're useless to us. And then let's see, we're gonna get 1 plus P equals 5. And then so P will simply equal 4. And keeping in mind that this is just a number, not a percentage, we would now like to multiply both sides by 100%. This is not useless. No, I think it's quite useless here, guys. So this will give us that P will simply just equal 400%. And yes, a lot of you did get it correct. It just corresponds to answer choice number D.
Yay.
Now, should you be increasing people's salary like this? No, this is a terrible idea. I'd wish I would get this, but that's not happening. Po-Shen Loh, please, 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 I would like this. Moving on from that, Math Kangaroo. Do they think that a 400% increase is good enough?
Let's see.
And they do.
Wow.
Congrats to everyone who said D in chat.
I guess Warner really deserved it. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see what the next question is.
We have time for that? We do. All right.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, we have some pictures. Oh, we have some origami. Interesting. Okay, so we have Zeta took a square piece of paper, folded two of its sides to the diagonal, and obtained a quadrilateral. And then the question is, what is the size of the largest angle of this quadrilateral that was formed? Okay, so I think this is a good time to maybe add some of the picture back, because just looking at this is kind of ambiguous, and I think it's kind of important that it started out as a square. So, ooh, you're barking. Interesting. Okay. If we add a little bit of the size of the square back. Okay. Get a nice, pretty picture. That did not work. Okay. Okay, so if we look at these back, and another thing I think is important to put here is the diagonal, because we're folding to the diagonal, which probably means the diagonal is important. So we must have a diagonal. Okay. So if we actually imagine what's happening here, we're essentially taking this little triangle, this smaller triangle, and then we fold it onto the diagonal. So we take this and then we fold it so that it lies right on here. Which means if we draw a line like this, then this triangle should be the same as this triangle, because you just took this triangle and then you folded it on top of this triangle. So these two triangles should be, oh, that's not what I was supposed to do. These two triangles should be the same. And if you look at the other side, you will also find that these two triangles should be the same. Okay, so what does that actually tell us? Yeah, so it's the same, but it's just flipped because you folded it on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the important part from this is that because these are congruent triangles, oh whoopsies, I dropped my thing in my diggy. So we can see that these angles that I've colored in orange here, these are all going to be the exact same, because this angle corresponds to this angle in this congruent triangle, and similarly this angle corresponds to this angle. Furthermore, we can also get that, we can get that this angle also corresponds to this angle, but we will not be using that just yet. So let's start with the orange angles first, because I think we should calculate that. So this little orange angle, which I'll represent as this tiny little pizza slice, well, we can see we have 4 of these right here. And since these make up this original angle right here, which is just simply 90 degrees, we can just get that 4 of these orange things will be 90 degrees. So this little pizza slice angle right here will simply be 90 over 4, which is 22.5 degrees. Oh, decimals is funny.
Wow.
All right. Now we can use this great fact that these two red angles here are the same, because this angle right here, which I hope you can see, and this angle right here are the exact same as well. So, and then we can look back to this quadrilateral, which I believe is what they're asking for. So this quadrilateral right here, I'll draw a very, very great diagram again. Peep the diagram. Oh, you can't see that. Never mind. So we're going to have that we have 2 of these angles, which correspond to this. We're going to have 2 of these angles, plus 2 of, 2 of these little red angles here. Ignore that they look like sectors. That's besides the point. And then we have one more 90-degree angle here. What is this equal to? Well, what do the angles in a quadrilateral sum to? That's right, 360 degrees, which we may note from our previous thing, or just note that the square is 360. It doesn't matter. So, well, what do we know that this equals to? 22.5. So, let's plug that in. 2 times 22.5, this gives us 45 degrees. And then adding that to 90 degrees is just 135. So 360 minus 135, those are 3-digit numbers. That's not good. I think I need to pull out even more modern calculator, guys. You see this thing right here? That's not a lotion bottle, guys. It's my 4th model calculator. Let me punch some numbers in.
Oh, that was really good. You really punched
so,
me there.
2 times this, great little red angle right here, should be equal to, I forgot what I was doing. It should be 225 degrees. And so, we should have that the red angle will equal 112.5 degrees. 5 degrees. So, we can see that the angles of this quadrilateral here, this one is 45 degrees, this one is 90 degrees, and these two right here are 112.5 degrees. So, what is it asking for now? The largest angle of our quadrilateral, which should correspond to, let's go back to the question. Oh, that's not the question. Hold up. Where did it go? I may have deleted it. It's okay. So it should correspond to, if you can see Grace's screen down there, it should correspond to option number A. If I can make the symbol, it's close enough.
Let's go. Okay.
All right.
Let's see if we have. Let's see if we can get the answer. Okay.
See if my calculations are right. Oh, we did it, guys!
Hey, let's go.
Let's go!
Goated lotion bottle. That's really
A goated
good.
lotion bottle right here.
Yeah.
Wait, lotion bottle? No.
What is it?
I didn't admit to any. What? It's a calculator. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I think we are 2 minutes over, but
And
thank you
with
guys
that,
so much.
we are over time. So
Yeah.
thank you for coming, and we hope to see you next time in our next live solve. And I'll maybe see you again. And I'll show you even more of my calculators that I have.
Yeah.
All right.
Very cool.
Bye everyone.
Okay. Bye everyone. Thanks so much for coming.
Coming.
Bye guys.